Hey, welcome back. So, when we last left off, Simon was unconscious in the forest. We rejoin us now as...
You can't do this. We gotta start it.
As we are currently in the high forest. Kepesk, you take 2 points of psychic damage for your
For no apparent reason.
Yeah. So, we rejoin us now, as in the previous episode when we last left off. The party had fought an owlbear, emerging victorious, though only just, at the cost of many hit points, some scars, and the loss of consciousness of our dear wizard child, Simone.
What a gay name.
Yeah, right? Alright, we rejoin now, as you are currently sitting around observing Simon's unconscious body. What would you like to do?
It's quite a pickle we're in.
I take this opportunity to take a nap.
Does mending work on flesh wounds?
No.
No?
Oh!
But go ahead and make a medicine check.
Can I trick the universe by healing his shirt?
I am the universe.
Oh.
Can we trick you?
Yes.
Can I roll to trick you?
Roll.
29.
You know what?
25.
Alright,
I can, in fact, use mending.
yeah, you... the conscious Simon, based on that roll, the still unconscious Simon kind of lies there on the ground, still semi-lifeless, but you check him very thoroughly and kind of apply some bank leaves and a few herbal remedies that you've learned. Really, grasshopper, right outside the window. Now, okay, cool.
Do you mean cricket?
Shut up.
Same thing.
So, you best you can, and you do pretty well, manage to preserve his health and keep him from the brink of death. We're recording in wrong mode.
Oh no.
What you've done.
Anyway, now we're good.
That was okay.
So, after about an hour, Simon, you eventually, your eyes begin to flutter, and you look up to see a few snowflakes gently falling down on your face, and the coldness is what kind of startles you as you jerk awake, and you are suddenly aware of several plastered pieces of various foliage kind of over your bodies. Do you guys want to take a long rest, or a short rest in that time?
Seeds.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have 2 hit dice each. Do with those whatever you will.
How am I doing?
You are at 1 hit point.
Sick.
You're awake and you're aware of your friends resting comfortably nearby, kind of keeping an eye on you. What would you like to do?
I'm going to use my hit dice.
Okay, go ahead.
So it's just a d12 plus con.
No, just a d12. And you have 2 of those, so you can use it however you like.
Solid 2.
Okay, go ahead.
I
Roll
take
the other
back
one.
that psychic damage.
I use 1 hit die.
Okay.
10?
Take a rest as well.
No.
You
No.
took a rest.
But I
You,
took
you
just-
have
just
1 hit point now.
Completed the
Okay.
rest.
So, what would you like to do? As you are, the 2 of you are suddenly aware of Simon's kind of... as he is awakened.
We're near a river of some sort?
You are near the unicorn ruins.
Okay, could I get a possible container or something with water in it?
Sure. You have a simple water flask that you let it fill up with the river water.
I'm gonna pour it on his face.
Okay.
Just a little bit, just to...
As
Just kinda
you
wake
look
up.
down at Simon kind of looks up at you quizzically before you and begin pouring water all over you.
Cold
The
one.
cold is so shocking that you are jolted
You
out
die
of
again.
your sleeping position.
What was that for? Just waking you up.
I was awake.
What the fuck, dude?
It's water. He's awake now.
Already awake?
Not really. Was he up?
Already us.
What's going on?
So,
Alright, this is going great, alright.
Sorry.
You're awake now. Do you want to continue traveling?
Yes or no?
No. I'm not.
I'm gonna hoist Simon up onto my back, like, basically, like, holding him by the thighs.
okay.
And, like, arms
like a
over...
library book,
What?
like under your arm.
No,
No, like
where
wrapped,
piggy
his
back.
legs wrapped around,
Okay, I
and
got
then
you.
arms, like, I'm
Backpack.
basically piggy. Yeah, backpacking.
Okay.
He's just gonna hug his arms around your neck. Like, okay.
I love you.
I suppose.
That means I love you in dinosaur. That means I love you in Draconic. Okay, so as you guys...
Ryan is thoroughly disturbed.
Oh,
He's thinking to himself, why?
I've got a feeling that that's going to be the campaign catchphrase.
What?
Orion is thoroughly disturbed. Alright,
just out of character. He's a centaur. I could just ride on his back.
Shut up! if he allows you.
That's true. I was going to request that, but then he picked me up.
Okay.
Well, it's too. This is great. Let's just continue.
Where the cat has chosen to sleep.
It's
On the
warm
pizza.
and
She's
comfortable.
warm, sleeping on the pizza.
It's nice and spongy.
I respect that.
She can try to open it with herself on it.
Okay, that's precious. Anyway, so as you guys continue traveling along parallel...
Katie, no. She-
Oh my god. She wants that pizza.
we might need to put it out somewhere. Like
I put the knife.
Let me give you the least
She
important
went
part.
right back up on it.
Sorry.
Sea cucumber. That's where we're
here's
headed.
Volvo's guide. Here's Volvo's guide to monsters. Put that on top of the pizza box.
Volva's guide.
Yeah, Volvo's guide to monsters.
Isn't vulva
That's a part of your
That's a part of your
genitals.
body.
Yeah,
But a Volvo is a car.
Wait, excuse
I
me?
said vulva, he said vulva.
Anyway. So
sorry.
you.
Ryan's just like, just keep walking.
Right, just is thoroughly disturbed.
Just keep walking.
All right.
Oh my god! Elizabeth! I'm so
She's
sorry.
the second
All right.
This is not going well.
I'll just
at all.
let me.
Yeah.
Can you pause it?
I'll take it out. So currently, we've got two pizza
She's like
boxes
biting the box open.
that the cat really desperately wants to get at.
So we closed the first one.
I think we're gonna.
Okay.
Do you want to take it out?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it.
All right, we're gonna go
Should I
take a
put it in-
pause.
Oh my god.
All right. So, thank you, Elizabeth.
She's sleeping on vulvas.
Where she belongs. All right. So, you guys continue traveling for the rest of the evening. Eventually, your various wounds are beginning to wear upon you. Simon, you're really hurt, but you can still feel the deep imprints of the claw marks across your chest that are still bleeding slightly. It's not as bad as it was as Orion patched up pretty well, but
He's kind of hoping they'll turn into a cool scar.
you're still jostling enough to the point where it's like every time
The
Kepesk
hard
takes another.
scales, like,
Yes. So, you guys continue for the rest of the day. Would you like to do anything as you're walking?
I don't
drink
think so.
some water.
Okay.
That's about it. Just,
Keep
Some water, do
hydrated.
some
just
cats.
like pour it on my face, but open my mouth so like a quarter of it
Just
goes
like-
What is it with you and pouring water on faces?
Is that your thing, dude?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, it was deeply unpleasant.
It's water.
Okay.
You're dying.
I
It's
understand
It's
cold.
that.
water.
Okay.
Do you want him to catch hypothermia?
I mean, it is pretty cold. How do you know what hypothermia is?
Don't judge me.
Make a medicine check.
Do you want him to catch hypothermia?
12.
12.
Can
You've
I-
seen people who've caught hypothermia before.
Can I roll to make a sassy remark?
No.
But you have to actually do it.
Because I can't think of a sassy remark. Just how do I express with my face of pure like kind of concerned.
We feel it.
We feel it. Got you.
Okay.
I'm just
You express sass in the least vocal way possible.
because I don't know what sass is.
Stab me.
Pure love.
Immediately.
Alright, as you guys continue this awkward kind of stare off as you eventually go back to traveling, eventually the evening comes to a close. You, having made pretty good headway, eventually decide that it's time to bunk down for the night. And anyway, you bunk down for the night, decide where to camp. As you set up camp, is there any particular way you'd like to do that?
Nah,
No, okay.
I'm just gonna lay down.
Alright, you establish a small campfire next to the Infinite Run, and yes.
I have a question, just about a centaur. Biology, kind of.
Out of character, yeah.
So like, do you think? Because I know they would like sit down like a deer would, but then does he just like, just like would that hurt his back? Because I feel like it would be.
Slumps.
I feel like it would be uncomfortable, but like he wouldn't lay on his side. But would it? Do you think it would just be natural to just be like?
He could just kind of like hug his arms to himself and like lean his head.
I have genuinely no idea. However, I think it's fair to assume that like, if a deer can go like this and go like all the way down, I think it's fair to assume that
Just
you can
kinda like-
stretch out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I've just also had a thought. If you can do that, that means you can like six-legged like human centipede, human centorpede, like scuttle, which
Oh,
is
God.
really
It's
really
a great
horrifying.
image.
Imagine just a giant spider like galloping.
Somebody draw that. Anyway.
With hooves.
Anyway, so you bunk down. Would anyone like to take watch?
I'll take your watch.
As you are sitting and waiting, kind of keeping an eye out, go ahead and make a
The
perception check.
fly just goes like.
Perception check.
Like Jar Jar Binks.
Nat
Ooh.
20. Hey.
Okay. Hang on. Okay. Throughout the night, you, for the first few hours, you don't seem to initially notice anything. After some time, you hear the sounds of almost imperceptible, like, scuffling. It sounds almost as if two leaves falling from a tree have simultaneously... Can you not, Kat? Thanks.
She was making the sound effects for you.
Actually, yeah. You hear that pretty much exactly. Okay. Sounds like two leaves kind of knocking into one another as they fall from a tree. It's really subtle. You hear it first from the north, towards the run. Then from the south.
It's a Korok seed.
I'm gonna just kind of start. I'm gonna wake up the other two immediately.
Okay.
Have I recovered any HP?
As you begin, you've not quite well, let's see.
You're 17.5.
Yeah, everybody's taking the effects for long rest.
1 HP.
Been bedding down for a while.
Sorry, what is?
Long rest.
Yeah, is it full HP?
Full HP,
Okay.
full spell slots.
Got it.
Why did I put 21? I went down.
Because your maximum health is 25.
Yeah, I put 21. I was already at 24.
It's okay.
I take damage when I sleep.
As you it's just like
Brain
like the
cells
RuneScape,
healing.
Like
What?
like the RuneScape like damage icon is just appearing above your head for no reason. All right. As you're kind of looking around, and you turn back towards the others, you see you assume must be either a small child or a halfling, or a big child or a big halfling, kind of crouching over what appears to be two pouches, which you identify immediately as both Simon and Orion's gold pouches.
I'm going to immediately run
hang
and
on.
stab him.
All right, hold on.
Good lord!
Dude!
Alright. Let me finish describing him first. All right. So as you
It's an orphan from a distant family.
as you see, this figure is kind of counting out. You see him. There are 2 piles of gold, one to the left and one to the right, and for each coin that this figure pulls out, one to the left and one to the right, it's just kind of separating them into 2 piles of gold. As you run forward, go ahead and first of all roll initiative.
Roll initiative with the child.
17 plus 3, 20 total.
Do we wake up, or are you just kind of like silently?
I'm just gonna yell, "Wake up!"
Okay.
Really loud.
As you and rush in. Go ahead and. All right. So first of all,
20 total.
hold on. I gotta get my marker out.
Sorry.
That's all right.
If you do this a little icon, I didn't remember this.
Okay. What you got?
20 total.
20 total. For the purposes of this, you guys go ahead and roll initiative as well.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to stop him.
Yeah, same.
He's stealing your run.
You're making assumptions immediately.
Stealing your run.
Sorry, you're making assumptions.
What you got? It's very in character.
19.
19. And what do you get?
10.
10. All right. So up first.
Maybe.
Okay. Top of the round. The hooded figure goes first. He looks up to you, as you are just kind of rushing toward him, but he's surprised he doesn't get an action or a reaction. He looks at you and he's, this is exactly what it looks like. He draws 2 swords. Go ahead. Up next immediately is you.
It's
go
the
ahead.
kid from before.
Okay, I'm
just
gonna
grown
Do
up.
whatever you like.
I'm gonna rage,
Okay.
and
As you feel the
kid does
adrenaline
something.
pumping into your blood as you're just running full tilt.
yeah, I'm just gonna stab with both my.
Okay, you can only make 1 attack because it's a
Oh yeah,
bonus
rage.
action.
It's so weird.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
So
you'll
yeah, I'm
get it
gonna,
at level 5. Just
I'm
make
gonna-
it there and you'll be fine.
I'm gonna be stabbing.
Okay, go for it.
Go for the shag. 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. Okay. As you rush forward, you put all your weight into your swing as you bring it down as the character. You can kind of see now. It seems to be kind of a masculine in shape. You see 2 huge, bright red eyes, and just the rest of the face is obscured. You can't see it. It looks like a mask. As you bring it down, you see this person pull up to a black sword and a white sword. That's all you really get out of that. As he just kind of and he catches it and throws you off, kind of holding him backwards and then flips him in his grip. That's your whole turn. Up next, immediately after this, is Simon. However, you are awake, but you are surprised by this as well, so you don't get an action or anything really. Nothing happens in your turn. Your turn immediately ends. As you're just you immediately see clang as the blades clash and then fly apart. Up after that is Orion as you awaken instinctively on all sixes. Taking a look around, you immediately assess the situation. You see a dark-clad figure that is kind of crouched, blocking off attacks from Kepesk. Let's see. Immediately after that, this character is going to kind of back away from you. If you choose, you could get an attack of opportunity.
I will take it.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
12 plus 15.
15. As you strike this one, he just kind of blocks it, backhanded, with the white sword in his left hand. As he just kind of, this isn't really how I was intending for this to go. And he just kind of drops into a ready
Are you
position.
Jack Sparrow?
Yeah, that's... Alright, immediately after him is Kepesk again.
Okay, I'm gonna... No. Okay, so I'm gonna stab again with both.
Okay, go ahead and make 2 attacks.
Nat 20.
Okay, that definitely hits.
15? 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 2d6? I don't know what, I can't. No, d6 plus 2. Or no, d6 plus my
D6 plus that shit.
3.
3. Okay. Well, that was an natural 20, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll another D6. Okay. Because it's a critical.
Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Okay. With your first attack, he effortlessly puts up his sword to parry it, but just the strength of your blow, you knock it down, and you can see now it's kind of like a curved sword. It seems to be almost made of bone. As it strikes down, it catches the sword and actually digs it into his shoulders. You just unexpectedly, as the force of this strike completely caught him off guard. Let's see. And then the other attack, you try to go in, and the other one, he sees this one coming and just smacks it off with his black sword.
5 and 7.
Okay. Let's see. Yep. Immediately after this is Simone.
Okay. So he's a little more aware now. All Simon sees is that you're trying to murder this random guy, and that this random guy is attacking us. So to try and nullify the situation, he's gonna try to cast sleep.
Okay.
In the radius of the two of them.
Okay. Do you have that spell?
Yes.
Alright, so go ahead and roll 5d8. Do you need some d8s?
I'm just gonna roll. Oh, it's D8. I haven't grabbed D6s by accident. Yes, I need D8s.
Okay. 5?
Yes.
5?
Thanks. Okay. That's 18.
18? Okay. Let's see.
Ooh.
Is there a saving throw for that?
No.
Okay.
And it goes by their current.
Your current HP. Okay. As you sleep, kind of panicked, reactively shoot it towards them, you, Kepesk, you feel your eyes kind of grow heavy for a second, and you snap back out of it, your rage pushing you through, as this other character shakes his head, looks back up at you, and shoves you back off, because he's still seemingly on his feet. Okay, up after that is Orion.
Are cantrips bonus actions?
No, it's an action unless it says otherwise.
Okay.
What do you want to cast?
Alright, thaumaturgy.
Okay. What would you
and
like to? What would your effect be?
I want to, like, as loud as possible,
Okay.
kind of, like, charge in there, but not, like, at a safe
Yeah,
distance.
that is one thing that you can do is make your voice boom 3 times as loud.
Yeah, so I want to do that really loud and just shout, enough! Like,
Okay.
yeah, just...
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. I'll give you advantage on this.
Re! 13.
13. Okay. As you kind of see this, the person here, this individual, kind of looks over to you, looks back up to the lizard, looks back. It's just kind of looking between the two of you in almost a confused sort of way.
Can I, like, momentarily address Kepesk?
Sure. And as long as it's good.
I just want to say, like, what are you doing? Like, stop. Can I say, what are you doing? Comma, stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. That's your turn.
No!
Anthony!
Adam!
Okay, as this happens, the guy is just kind of going to attempt to try to break out of your grasp. Let's see, is it a? It's not a new round, so you don't have. Actually, wait, you just went right. Yeah, so you have your reaction back. He once again very quickly dashes out of the way and back up. You see him like kind of launch himself backward. He's running really quickly and just kind of almost bound and scamper up into the lower boughs of the trees, about 15 feet up in the tree, as he just kind of like perches there. What? And that's all. That ends his turn. Up next is Kepesk.
Chop down the tree.
Eat the tree. No, I'm gonna try and basically like run and like climb up the tree.
Okay.
And make a stab.
Make an athletics check, but you have advantage because you're raging. Roll twice, add your strength.
16.
16. Yeah, you manage to kind of scrabble up the tree, kind of using your claw and one of your offhand blades is this. Yeah, for this, I'm just going to say in the position that's put you in based on that roll, you're going to be able to make one attack.
20. What is that? 22.
22 hits.
Okay.
So roll d6 plus dice.
Is it a bonus attack or is it?
D6 plus dice is your action.
Okay. 4.
As you kind of he's caught off guard, you slash at his leg and it kind of opens a gash as he and kind of balancing now, like one hand holding on as his leg is swung out over the tree. You're just kind of like there, just a few feet below him, just kind of barely out of his reach. Up next after that is Simoon.
Okay. He's gonna try to cast sleep again.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. Hopefully I have a little more luck this time.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Go to
Yeah,
sleep.
basically.
What you got?
24.
24. Let's see. That is just barely enough. As, well, let's see. Wait. What is your current hit points?
25.
25. Yeah, you're okay. Now, does it say it's based on the lowest hit points first? I believe it does.
Yes.
Yes.
In ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures.
Current hit points. Okay.
Yes.
Based on that little tidbit, as he's just kind of sitting there, he totters out of the tree and just automatically fails the saving throw. Takes what breaks the spell if you take damage?
Takes damage immediately, wakes back up.
It could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I was hoping for a sleep stroke. I could just shank him in his sleep.
As you see that his body kind of totter, fall out, and he immediately wakes up upon impact.
Can I dash between them, like in front of Kepesk?
Can I make since he fell out
yes,
of range of me, can I make a attack of opportunity?
You already used your reaction this turn, so you cannot, unfortunately.
Wait, what?
You already used your reaction to make an attack of opportunity when you ran away from me. Actually, it's a new
my
round,
turn.
but attacks of opportunity are based on people willingly moving on your turn.
Oh,
kind
never
of just
mind.
based on where you are.
Yeah, no,
you
that
wouldn't
wouldn't
really
work.
be
Well,
able
because
to-
I could drop down and stab him, but that wouldn't work because he didn't.
It's not your turn.
Didn't wanna leave.
All right, after Simon is Ryan.
Oh,
So just kind of watching. It's just gonna standing up from the ground.
okay. I'm gonna use command
Okay.
on Kepesk.
Which Kepesk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you...
Charisma saving throw, I believe, or wisdom.
I don't have the thing. I don't have
I
my
believe it's
charisma.
wisdom.
Wisdom? Okay, got it.
I'm fairly certain.
Oh.
8. All right,
And that's based on your spell save DC?
What do you say? What word do you say?
Be gone. Thought.
Any single word to command him to do something.
What if I said crumple? Like, would he like crumble?
Yeah, you could do that, and he would
Why?
he would drop prone.
Okay.
I would say that
Yeah.
that would be his condition.
Or I could just be like, freeze.
On the kneel.
Kneel. Bow. No.
All right, what do you say?
I'll say kneel.
All right, as you
I'm in a tree.
You're in a tree?
you are in
I'm
a
in a
tree.
tree.
Oh, I did not know that.
Just gonna fall onto my knee.
Stop!
All right, that'll come around when it gets to your turn. As his character immediately stands up. Maybe I should go. makes 3 lightning quick attacks towards you. That is a... Let's see.
I literally don't care.
That is a big 13.
Money is meaningless.
That's a 19 hit.
Yep.
Alright.
Money is so
Wait, doesn't it go up when I'm raging?
No.
No? Okay.
And the other one is a miss.
What was it that did that? What am I thinking?
Okay, you take 6 points of slashing damage reduced to 3 because you're raging, as you just kind of and backs up. In this instance, you would get an attack of opportunity. Wait,
You made me not do a thing.
Okay. As he just kind of backs away, do you want to take an attack of opportunity?
I can't because he said stop, so I can't.
It's not your turn. Well, sure. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. As he just kind of like dashes backwards away from you, it just kind of stays in a low position, and as you can kind of see, is eyeing the gold slightly. Immediately after that is your turn. On your turn, based on your roll, you just kind of pull your sword out of the tree and drop, kneel, looking up kind of angrily at this figure. And that ends your turn. Up next is Simon.
Okay, I'm gonna dash over to where the gold is and just shove it in my cloak
Okay.
and like glare at the guy.
Alright. That's your turn. Alright, up next is Orion.
Can I cast? No. Because I already. Well, cantrip doesn't count.
Yeah, what do you like to do?
I want to cast command again.
Okay. That's a natural 1. Well, who are you casting on?
The guy. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he rolls a natural.
And it has to be one word.
One word.
Tell him to kneel too.
I'm sorry why I'm blank. I'm trying to think of a cool word.
Sure. Bitch.
If I say laugh, does he like start laughing uncontrollably and can't stop? Could I cheat the system?
He would be like.
Oh, okay. I'll just say.
Appropriate laughter.
Realistically,
I'll
nothing
just
that
say,
would apply to
freeze.
game stats. Freeze? Okay, you just kind of as he T-poses in place, glitching like halfway through the ground.
Sorry, the item from Tabletop Simulator.
Just when you die.
Okay.
As he's just kind of sitting there and just doesn't move.
Can I still do something?
That was his turn. Up next is Kepesk.
So am I still under the effects of command?
Not anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna run
God
out
damn
and
it.
Please,
stab him again.
please,
Okay.
Kepesk, please. Let's just. We don't know who this man is, and you're trying to kill him in the woods. Let's take this slow, please.
No!
You don't know who this man knows.
Stealing our gold!
I have the gold. He could leave right now, and everything
And
would
come
be fine.
back!
We can move. We can leave. There's no reason to kill
I'm
this
gonna
man.
go for it. I'm gonna go stab him with
Okay.
Oh my
both
God.
swords.
make your
Orion
attacks.
is never gonna like you again.
Orion is deeply disturbed.
Orion is deeply stupid. Orion is deeply curious.
Fuck.
Oh,
wait, don't I get... Yeah, I do.
based on this, you would get advantage because
17.
he's
Oh, okay.
frozen in place.
So I'm gonna... I have 2 swords. Shit.
I love
Ooh.
that wasn't an
Night.
explanation. That was just I have 2 swords. Wait, why do you have advantage? I have 2 swords.
Oh, no, because you said
Why
you
did
already
you kill
rolled
this
I
man?
twice.
understand
I have 2
why.
swords.
Okay, so 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
23 hits.
Okay, 23, and then what was the other one? 17.
17 misses. As despite this, his naturally dexterous frame just kind of. The other one, however, just kind of catches him in the upper shoulder. Go ahead and roll a d6 plus whatever.
DX. 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. All right. As you just kind of slashing down towards him. As you just kind of after the Up after that is Simone.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm just gonna run up to Kepesk and just, like, put my hands on his chest, like, please, can we just... He's frozen. We can restrain him. We can speak with him. Just please. I'm tired of watching people die. I've seen enough people die in the last 2 days. Okay? Please. He's giving you puppy dog eyes. Mad puppy dog eyes.
I'm not gonna move.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay poised.
All right.
I want to walk over to the guy at the frozen,
Okay.
and can I take like his weapons from him?
Go ahead and make a strength check.
4.
This he's got a death grip on this sword. As you're just kind of yanking it,
Just
you
like
can see that.
I try to act all cool and just be like,
you brace your leg against his face and try to
just a hoof to the face.
You're getting nowhere. As it's just a death grip. It's just kind of eyeing you. As you,
Can I like
kinda
brush it
getting a
off
look
like I
at
did
this.
nothing? Just
Sure.
like-
As
You were
as
just
you
like
kind of look,
feeling them up.
this sword looks like it was made very shoddily. It just seems to be a solid bone, maybe a giant tooth or some sort of femur that's been sharpened down into a blade that's kind of jagged and curved. With this, the handle's almost quite as long as the blade. It just seems to be like a wooden pole that's jammed up into whatever this kind of bone structure is. Is just held in his offhand. That's your turn, unless you would like to do anything as a bonus action.
I don't know why. Can I insult him?
I mean,
Would
you
Orion
can,
do
you can
that?
speak.
You're gay. Mom's
I'll just
gay.
say like, what purpose do you have?
Okay. As your turn ends, the guy
What
kind of.
master do you serve?
What am I supposed to say? Gold. Oh damn it! That's on my hand. Let's pause for just a second.
See.
Okay. As this character kind of puts the two swords on his back, touches his hand to his chest. Yeet. Okay. He yeets.
He just dissolves into the ground.
No.
He ascends. As this guy kind of, you're adventurers, right? You don't. Be honest with yourselves. You don't need all of this gold. You make plenty. Whatever you do, you're adventurers. That's what you do.
I'm not an adventurer.
I kind of guessed that much, but you know.
Are you a douchebag? Because I don't think you need this much gold either.
All right. Yeah, you know that's a fair point, but I'm gonna.
You could have asked.
To be honest, you could have actually asked. We probably would
I
have given you some.
live off of the land, dude. Like,
I have no use for money.
Really?
just you're not
You're
getting
not
it now.
saying you can have our money.
You're not getting it now. You did this to yourself.
Are you sure?
You did this.
I'll
to
give you
yourself.
like 2 gold pieces, and you seem to be
Hey.
in need of it.
I'll give you my cold
Look,
hard
look,
steel.
look. You're hurting for money,
Hold
right?
out my hand.
We happen to be heading to a place where we have a job.
Give me 2 gold.
I'm
Child.
not giving you any of this money.
Child, give me 2 gold.
Listen to your
Listen.
father.
It's just kind of like looking at this interaction physically. As you can see now,
Just forcing me.
as Simon high-fives the outstretched hand of Orion. You were saying?
We happen to be heading to a place. What was it called? Where are we heading? Anyone?
With your keen memory, you remember
Succumber.
that
Cucumber or whatever.
when you all initially
Yeah, sorry.
joined the death caravan at your various points in your lives, you within the last week or so, you recall seeing that it was a caravan that was dedicated to traveling and dropping off adventurers in locations where they could make money, however they chose to. And you do recall this specific caravan that you did get on was headed to Succumber specifically to aid them in the goblin raids, and that every goblin ear that was returned to the city would yield 10 gold reward, and that's what you remember out of your
Such
keen mind.
No, one-eared goblin. Yeah, I explained that to him.
Okay. 10 each.
Each.
Not pair. Each ear.
Each ear.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Orion, please!
I'm just asking him for. I don't see the problem.
You know, you guys seem trustworthy. That sounds like a proposition.
To kill goblins
Yes, that.
by yourself?
No. Well, no. Strength in numbers and whatnot.
You just stole from us?
Trust you.
I mean, I
Argon.
I bite his hand.
Okay. Go ahead.
I use the bite specifically.
Okay. Make a bite attack.
Plus
Just
dex
stand
is.
It's plus strength if you're.
Oh
biting.
shit! Right.
just have a face like.
Damn it.
And proficiency.
16.
As you go to bite him, you. Okay. Right.
I would be careful.
Argon.
Orion.
I go to.
No.
Argon day drink. Pleasure.
Day drinker?
Day drink.
I don't
Day drink.
like alcoholics.
Day drink.
Oh, Drick.
ICK. Shame to meet you, but
Dick?
yes, that's part of the name, but that's not the important part.
2 gold.
Why do you want the gold?
2 gold. It's my money.
Where did you even get money?
If we're going together,
I'm
I
sorry.
don't need you to pay me now.
I understand that. Here,
I don't-
here,
Thank
give the
you.
man his money.
It'll buy you a drink.
It'll buy you a cup of coffee. Just has no concept of money.
Like, you should be able to get some water with this.
You're like,
Standing next to a
like,
river.
like, I'm imagining 2 scenarios here. One, him going like tipping the waiter like 3 gold. It's like more than he earns in a week. And he's like, or like him like tipping a copper like, here, treat yourself. Anyway, he just kind of
Literally has no concept of money. Like,
takes the money and it just kind of vanishes into his cloak.
I mean,
Well,
sure,
Alright.
you can come with us. We're not really together. We're just kind of walking in the same direction.
Succumber, right?
Yes.
I've been near there. I can probably help you guys find that way.
I mean, I know where it is.
I know it too.
I don't need your help.
This is very uncomfortable. Let's go.
What's
touch my
uncomfortable
shit,
about
you're
it?
dead.
I respect that.
Don't staring at me.
All right, as
We nod quietly.
as Kepesk,
I'm sorry.
as everyone currently in this group is awkwardly staring at each other. Simon to Orion and Kepesk to Argon.
I don't see the problem.
Okay.
as he just kind of begins walking silently and kind of looking at you all over his shoulders. He's just kind of trudging in that direction as it's judging by about this point you guess that it's maybe 4 to 5 in the morning.
I'm just gonna start following him.
Okay, you follow him
I'm gonna specifically like go in front of him.
because you
You were the alpha.
you get in front and he kind of quickens his pace to try to keep up with you.
I'm quickening my.
Okay, he also
Considering
quickens his
you're
pace.
basically a horse.
is
I
now
don't know
basically
if it's gonna win
jogging.
Can I go like faster? Can I hit maximum
Yeah,
speed
yeah,
without
yeah.
running?
You gallop at maximum speed. He looks at you take off, and he get like basically Naruto runs. Actually manages to pass you. At a certain point, as he's looking back, specifically keeping just a few steps ahead. As you guys are left in the dust, as you're just watching these two semi-dark
Can I like
figures.
throw something at him?
Yeah, what would you like to throw?
I'm gonna pick up Simon on my back again and start running.
Not
after
even
that.
like.
didn't get sent to this.
Not even like. I'm not gonna fire a crossbow, but I'm gonna take one of the bolts and just throw it at him.
Okay,
Oh my God.
roll add your dex.
22.
22. 22?
Yeah.
Alright. As he's just kind of... Well, let me check that.
Just impale him.
Are there rules for throwing ammunition at someone?
As you chuck it, he goes to deflect it, manages to slice the bolt midair, but the half of the shaft of it still just plunks him right in the face. He just kind of knocked off kilter. Gets back up, you get in front of him just a little bit and runs and catches back up with you. As you are now very far ahead of the rest of the group. He's just kind of as he's running alongside you, and you guys are at breakneck pace sprinting away from your friends. What do you guys do?
I'm on his back now,
I already
and
grabbed
he's
him
running
and
too.
Okay.
I'm moving as fast as I can.
Alright, as fast as you can, there's still way ahead.
Am I allowed to like keep eye contact with him and just drink water?
As you're just from your water skin.
Make a concentration check.
How do I do that? Just
Just roll as your constitution modifier.
Oh yeah.
That
That
was not
sounds
intended.
great on
That's-
recording.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I didn't think that through
13.
at all.
I'm so sorry.
Welcome back to D&D ASMR.
I apologize.
There.
Rip headphone users.
What you got?
13.
13.
The rippening begins.
It's not perfect, but you managed to like spluttering a little bit. Some of it like kind of trailing down your face. As you just kind of like.
What a sight! Just shirtless deer boy just.
Well, you have armor on.
Oh yeah, true.
This is just kind of like dribbling down.
Like a gnome and
It's just kinda like-
basically a horseman just running.
As you still have not seen this person's face.
Oh,
it's just
rip.
kind of like sprinting alongside you. You see the red. You see another goggles. Red goggles, just kind of like looking back towards you. You sense a quizzicalness behind the eyes.
I'm gonna throw another bolt.
Wasting ammunition.
All right. As,
Wait, what
as you're
is it?
still sprinting at
It's
full
dex,
speed.
right?
Yep.
17.
17.
Not
This time he manages to, like, basically kind of palm it out of the way, and it just. I hope you're detracting these from your
Yeah.
inventory. Great.
I have like 16 now.
As it clatters along, as he is still running.
Okay, we're keeping like kind of pace, right? Like even
He's-
at my
he's-
full speed.
He's
like,
deliberately
he's
staying
still-
in front of you.
Oh, okay.
Just kick him. Just get behind him.
Wait. No. Maybe? Can I charge him? Like, would it be considered a charge?
You can certainly try. If
I
you
want to
did-
fly faster.
Can I go faster than I'm already going?
No, but I mean, like, hang on.
Instead of 40 feet, can I move 50? As you kind of try to run towards him, he just kind of and increases his pace and
What's in my
continues.
priest pack?
Just gotta
Throw
start-
your inventory at this guy.
Just throw it back.
But
back
no,
down.
I
Your whole
I-
backpack.
a few candles, an alms box, a few basic like priestly
A
things.
Can I
priest
take
gun.
like alms is food, right?
What?
Alms.
Alms is like an alms box, like an offering box for the poor.
Oh. Can I like open it and like take something out of it? Just something like super small and trivial. It holds money.
There wouldn't be anything.
Oh, it is money. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Well, if people had donated
Yeah.
to it, but no one has.
Okay.
As he's just kind of running like, listen, I'll stop if you do.
Okay. Let's stop on 3. Ready?
1,
2. I'm not stopping.
Okay.
Just keep going. Oh, I'm.
As he just kind of crosses his arms, looks back.
I'm gonna
You
eventually.
lose
stop.
sight of him in the darkness.
I'm gonna eventually stop.
Okay.
And just be like, ha!
Just get to succumb. We're like still like a day away.
I like
from
burst into slumber, like, ha! Ha!
break through the gates.
Your legs are like broken.
Oh my god.
I did it.
I won.
I beat him.
Orion is very proud. Like, very proud.
Okay. As you guys are running after them, just you eventually come upon Argon kind of leaning against a tree. Just
I'm just gonna keep running past him. I'm not even gonna stop. Fuck that guy.
Okay.
Can I get off your back?
Well, I'll
Yeah.
let you off if you want. Just jump.
Barrel roll! Tuck
Dip,
roll.
kid.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
I'm gonna jump off of his back.
This is the most dysfunctional family.
Oh my god.
for the heck of it, make an athletics check.
Oh my god.
Or acrobatics, rather.
That's not that bad.
19.
19.
Wait. 18.
18.
Yep.
Okay, you kind of push off it. 3-point landing. Just
Superhero
kind of
landing.
Look back.
You break your
essentially.
joints.
Dead immediately.
As you just kind of like look back and
I don't know these guys.
I don't either. Well, let's.
Let's go.
I'm just
As you,
like Naruto running still.
Okay. As he's just kind of calmly walking us alongside.
If he catches up to me, I want to trip him as he goes by.
You
Okay.
bitch.
If he I don't know.
As you're walking, you're beginning to realize the physicality of this person is very lithe. Is just kind of
He's
naturally
just a
dexterous.
cloak full of snakes. He's not a real person.
As there's just this grace and just kind of like where he steps, the leaves barely crunch, the grass barely bends. As you know, he's just kind of walking quietly, in compared to you. And he is about as tall as you, if not maybe just like an inch or so shorter, you guess. And judging from what you know, he does seem to be a grown person. You assume maybe a large halfling or a small human.
Right. So what? Where are you from?
That's not particularly important, but west.
Oh, great.
Rest of
Literally, like, all the
Yeah,
map.
you're way ahead.
There somewhere.
All right, do you stop or do you just like?
Well,
continue to
I
normal
stopped, yeah.
pace? Okay, you stop.
Like, I completely
Eventually,
stopped.
you you hear loud, scaly feet just come loudly through the forest behind you, as out of the
I just want to
out of the trees behind you, just barrels, just colossal.
trees not going.
As you're just running.
Oh.
What do you do?
Once I notice him, I'm gonna slow down and stop.
Okay. So you stop next to each other in the dark woods.
I'm just gonna do like a.
Thumbs up. I'm just gonna keep walking
Okay.
in the direction I had been going, but at a normal pace.
Yeah,
So
Orion has
sprinting.
never seen a thumbs up before. It's kind of confused. Awkward thumbing ensues.
Wiggle my thumb.
Okay.
Just
And I'm
like.
just gonna keep going.
All right. What do you do? Do you follow?
No, I'm gonna wait for them.
Okay. As you stop and you continue, as he's just kind of
I'm gonna. Well, obviously I notice he's not following me, so I'm gonna stop and wait
okay.
for him.
You stop and wait for the others as eventually they do catch up and you know you just kind of get the gist that this. Well, go ahead and make a perception check actually.
All of us?
No, just
Okay.
Simon.
20.
20? Alright. Taking this speaking, something of the physicality, perhaps the fact that he's wearing shoes is a big tipper to the fact that this is in fact a human being. As eventually, after some time, he just kind of like, he doesn't look down to you. He looks across to you and kind of, still masked, still with the hood up, still with the red goggles on, pulls down the mask, you kind of get a better look at the jawline and the features, and you know, he seems to be adolescent.
Oh. I'm sorry.
14 and I'm straight.
What did you say?
Who says I was asking for
He seems a little over adolescent.
Okay.
As he pulls back the hood, you were surprised. You're surprised. Grateful part. as he pulls back the hood, you're surprised. The first thing that catches your attention is he wearing a helmet? No, that's just his hair. As you look at it and you see this kind of almost spiky, messy, stupid string flowing backwards of just white hair that is flowing backwards and down. It's cut pretty short.
What do you mean adolescent? Like young?
He looks like he's about in his mid-20s or so.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Young adult.
Over adolescence, yes.
Gotcha.
As you just kind of get a look at this person, he keeps English. He keeps the goggles on, for what purpose you cannot quite divine, but he is continuing to walk. As eventually you catch up and you see this being who you only recognize him because of his height, because you are pretty shocked to see the still red-goggled individual who has just this shock of white hair going all the way back. His whole head is white. Is white.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. You're kind of caught off guard by this. It's very unusual in humans who are not very old.
Ancient.
Yes.
Can I say something?
Yes.
To Argon?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say specifically because Orion, like, he's not cool. But he's gonna be like, how does it feel to lose?
How does it feel to win?
Fucking roast. Can I fist bump?
He's
earned my
just
respect.
like buffer signal in front of Orion's face.
Done. Can I?
That's
I'm gonna
what
fist
literally
bump
he's
Argon.
just.
I'm totally gonna go for. I'm gonna just.
I tried to kill him 20 minutes ago.
That was pretty cool.
You did a good job, though, to be fair.
But
It's pretty.
I respect this guy.
when
This guy's alright.
I won, but
But I win. I let you win. He just does the super kidding. Just storms off.
he just actually this is hard to he's like
Trying to figure it out.
Simon's gonna continue walking.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow suit.
I'm gonna
As
follow
you guys
behind.
Did you just
continue
call
on
me
into the
Seaman?
woods.
It says follow suit.
Suit.
Okay.
I thought you called him Steve.
That's a good nickname.
sorry.
Oh,
for it.
no.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
keep it
God.
now.
Seaman.
Kepesk would not say that.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna call him that. Not Kepesk.
All right. So as you guys continue on, as the first signs of blue in the sky begin to arrive, what